This is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aquat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying. So, Brother Shawab, I'm back at you with another lesson. And I just want to go into a quick little quick hit exhortation based off the Bible verse, daily Bible verse of the day, which it came up as Galatians 6 and 7 in the 1611 King James Bible. All right, and I'm gonna read it one more time. All right, it says Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived. All right, meaning what? Don't be misled. All right, by your own mind. Okay, because the heart, as the scriptures say, the mind, which the heart is the la'ab, which means your mind. All right, it could deceive you. All right. As a matter of fact, let's grab that. This is, give me 1 second. This is 1 second. This is Jeremiah 17 and 9. The heart, all right, meaning the mind, because the word heart goes into the Hebrew. Okay, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Okay, so you can mislead your own self and your own thoughts. Okay, so going back to Galatians 6 and 7, and it says, be not deceived, be not misled. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. All right. And we're in the times that those that had no unbelief, all right, that had no unbelief of Yahweh, that had unbelief of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, as the scriptures say, all unfaithful will die in their unfaithfulness. All right. All those that scoffed, okay. Shalom Malak Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. All right. All those that have scoffed and turned the ear from the prophets, okay. Those that misuse the prophets, as the scriptures say, all right, they are about to reap what they sow, man. You wanted to laugh and scoff and think that this game was a joke, that this truth, okay, was a joke. The Lord is about to destroy you, man. You're about to eat your own fruit, you see. And a beautiful scripture to go into that, as a matter of fact, will be Proverbs. All right, Proverbs 1, and I'll take it from, let's take it from, I'll take it from 23. It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words unto you. And this is what we have been doing. The prophets that are constantly on these highways and hedges, making out the making these sit down lessons. All right, telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. All right, we have constantly been telling you for years, starting with the elders, apostles, the bishops, all right, that have been in this truth for such a long time, especially the elders, 35 plus years. They've been telling you the same thing over and over and over and over again, sounding like a broken record. All right, just as the scripture sounds like a broken record, because the scriptures constantly repeat themselves. Why? Because our people are hard-headed, man. They don't want to turn to the words of the Lord. All right. And that's what happens when you're a hard-headed person. You got to constantly tell them, like when your children are hard-headed and you as a parent is trying to correct them, they just keep doing the same thing over and over. You see, well, that's what's wrong with our people, man. They are children still. You see, they're in that second childhood, even if they're adults. Okay. And they're constantly being tossed to and fro all the time. You see, so we have to constantly remind you over and over and over again, and they still don't get the picture, even when things that we have spoken through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is actually happening in front of them, and they still don't get the damn message, man. But it's okay, because we understand it wasn't meant for them to get it. We understand that 2/3 of our people are gonna be cut off and die. You see, and they have to learn by death and pain. All right. So it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. How is he pouring out his spirit? All right. Through the mouth of the prophets. All right. It says, I will make known my words unto you. Okay. Because we're in the time that we have the whole 100% truth and are able to preach this word in its whole entirety. Okay. It says, because I have called and you have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Okay. Nobody wanted to pay attention. You wanted to give that cold shoulder over and over and over again. Okay. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock. You see, I will mock. See, the Lord, you can't mock the Lord, but the Lord can mock you. You see, I will mock when your fear cometh. Okay, the Lord's gonna laugh in the time of your calamity, man. All right, the Lord is literally laughing at every single one of y'all with these damn dinner plate eyes, man, of your fear that you constantly have, man. Okay. And as it gets worse, the Lord is going to laugh even harder. Why? Because you didn't want to take heed of his counsel when the men of the Lord were constantly giving it on to you. You see? So it says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Yeah, see what again, Jake has to see things happen in order for them to make a move. You see, in order for that fire, they have to have a fire lit up on their ass, under their ass, in order for them to get up and try to make that move. You see, but the Lord is not going to answer you. As a matter of fact, here it is. Let's grab this Proverbs 28. All right. And 9, it says, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, yeah, from hearing his word, you turn your ear, you turn your shoulder away from YAHAWAH'S. It says, even his prayer shall be an abomination. You see? And on top of that, the fact that you guys don't even know the name of YAHWH, and you calling on Jebus, all right, it's going to be even worse for you. You see? So you're going to call on the name of the Lord. I mean, you're going to try to call on the name of the Lord, and the Lord is not going to hear you. All right. And if you do have the name and you thought that you can, get away with what you were doing this whole entire time, and at the last minute, all right, you want to turn to the Lord because now all these things are happening. All right. The Lord is going to look at your prayer as an abomination, you see. And that's why he just said in Proverbs, the first chapter, okay, going back, okay, when your fear cometh, verse 27, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. And these people are in stress mode right now, man. These people are in anguish right now because they see the benefits of this place coming down. You see, they see that the shadow that they've been living in, right? The shadow of Egypt is not as it was, as they thought it was. The American dream has fell, you see. So now these people are in anguish. Now these people are complaining. Okay. Now they're trying to seek answers. All right. But when we were there, you laughed at us. You scoffed at us. You see, you misused the prophets. Okay. So we're going to laugh. And most of all, YAHWH is going to laugh. And you're going to call looking for help by the Lord, man. And he's not going to answer. You see, your prayer is going to be an abomination. And it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. You see? You're going to have to go call on the gods which you have chosen and let them, all right, save you in the time of trouble and the time of calamity, you see? And you're going to realize that none of those gods that you called upon, none of the philosophies of this world meant anything according to the knowledge of YAHWH, you see? and you're gonna be destroyed, and the Lord's gonna laugh at you, man. You see, and it's a beautiful thing that the Lord's gonna laugh at you, man, because the amount of time that we have to sit here and literally be laughed at, you see, you're gonna have to reap what you sow. Okay. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso heareth, Salaki, whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. So that's your daily verse of the day today. And Lord willing, it was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem. Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Aquat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, brother. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Tamyad, Tawab. Shalom.